Hey guys, Brian Quick here. I'm a licensed real estate agent in Mooresville, North Carolina, also known as Lake Norman, about 30 minutes north of Charlotte, North Carolina. And I moved to eXp Realty 3 years ago, and it has been life-changing. And I'm going to give you guys a few reasons why that is, like real reasons why it has been life-changing. So when I got my license, back in 2021, I joined a brokerage that I joined that brokerage for the name, not for my business, but for the name, right? And because the name has been reputable. Well, when I got in there, I'm an entrepreneur at heart, and I think that a lot of agents get into this business because we are entrepreneurs. Well, when I joined the specific brokerage, the splits were 60-40, no cap, and it was like heavy micromanaging. So I don't like to be micromanaged. I like support. I like to have help and training and growth when I need it. And so I knew that wasn't the place for me. The 60-40 split, I was okay with because of the name of the brokerage until I learned that you could do a lot more and a lot better somewhere else. So I decided to join a smaller boutique company, and the split was going to be 70-30 there with a 30K cap, and there was zero micromanagement whatsoever, and I loved that. And I stayed there for about a year, and it was a good run. I'm still friends with all of them there at that specific brokerage. But I needed something in the middle. I needed something that was not giving me micromanagement, but support and growth when I needed it. And so that's when I kind of stumbled upon eXp Realty. But I didn't just join eXp Realty for the split of 80-20, and then you cap at 16K. And go 100%. And then once you hit the Icon program, you go 100%. I joined eXp for a bigger reason. Now, the number one reason was because I literally died in 2022 and came back to life. Okay, and so I was diagnosed with an autoimmune disease called vasculitis, and I was unable to work, aka sell homes, which means no commissions, which means no money, because I was at a single transactional brokerage, meaning the only thing that was offered at that brokerage was commissions. So if I weren't selling real estate, I wasn't making money, right? And so from about January to August, I didn't sell any real estate because I had to relearn how to walk, relearn how to talk, relearn how to eat, relearn how to just survive and get my life back. And so through that season was a very difficult time. And so I just started doing a lot of studying on eXp and the Wolfpack with Mike Sherrard. And to be honest with you guys, I was really against eXp for the longest time because I thought it was a pyramid scheme. I thought it was just like a MLM type thing. And I was totally wrong about all that once I opened my mind, opened my heart, and saw the true benefits of it. So the real reason why I joined eXp is because of my experience with death and going through my health crisis. I knew that I needed something that if this was ever going to happen again down the road in the future, that even if I'm not producing commission, I'm still making money and providing for my family. And that's exactly what eXp is providing me. So the rev share model is a big deal. It has nothing to do with multi-level marketing per se. It's not a pyramid scheme whatsoever. In fact, franchise brokerages are more of a pyramid than eXp. So the rev share model essentially, guys, is you invite an agent to the company just for growing the company. Guys, I invited agents at my first brokerage and the second brokerage. Okay, that's it. Got a thank you from the broker in charge, and that was moving on. Just like you would do at any other brokerage, you grow the company. Well, eXp, because we save 50% overhead because we don't have brick and mortar offices, they give that 50% back to the brokerage. Back to the agents for growing the company. So that's called rev share. Now, let's, for example, say that I have an agent that just joined and they joined the Wolfpack and I'm their sponsor. The sponsor is just somebody who invited them to the brokerage, and they close a $10,000 commission. Out of that $10,000 commission, $8,000 will go to the agent, $2,000 will go to the brokerage. Nothing comes out of the agent's dollar. That pays the rev share. What pays the rev share comes out of eXp's dollar. So out of that $2,000 that eXp took from the 20% is now cut in half. Okay, $1,000 goes to eXp, $1,000 goes to the agents, and that $1,000 is now dispersed upon the agents in that sponsee's upline. It's pretty simple, right? And that's all that eXp does when it comes to the rev share, is they are rewarding and paying the sponsor for growing the company. Okay, so I knew that's something I wanted to take advantage of, because why not? Why not? I love coaching. If you don't love coaching, the systems are already built out for you. You are just getting paid a passive income or a supplemental income for growing the company. And I knew that if I could build a big enough organization, which I'm still working on, that eventually I could exit out of production, or if I were to have to go to the hospital again for a few months and have to relearn how to walk, talk, and eat, my family would be taken care of. And then if I were to pass away, that rev share that I am now receiving is willable to my family. So my kids are taken care of. So that's one big reason why I joined eXp. The second reason why is the stocks and ownership. It dawned on me, our job as real estate brokers is to help people buy and sell homes, get out of renting and into ownership. But if you have no ownership in your brokerage, are you not a renter of your brokerage? And I'm a Christian, and integrity is a big thing for me. You don't have to be a Christian in order to have integrity. I'm just saying that's me. And I thought to myself, I said, well, if I'm trying to get people out of renting because I know the benefits of home ownership, but I'm renting my brokerage, am I not kind of a hypocrite? Am I not sitting here telling people, no, don't rent because you don't have any equity. You're making someone else rich. You're really not building any type of long-term retirement residual there. But I'm doing the exact same thing I'm telling them at my own brokerage. And so it just didn't sit right with me. And so that was another big reason why I wanted to move to eXp, because I wanted ownership in my company. And I did not want to have to fish out $250,000 to own a piece of the company like most franchises work. Okay. And so I wanted that ownership in my brokerage. And plus, eXp gives out stock for free just for producing. You get ownership just for doing what you would do at any other brokerage, literally. So I joined eXp in 2022. I will be going on my 4 years with eXp this October, and it has been life-changing for me. It has been life-changing for my family, because there is no other brokerage out there right now, guys, that once you cap at your 16,000, you go 100%, and then you sell another 20 deals. It doesn't matter if it's selling, buying, renters, or referrals. They all count as a transaction. Once you hit 20, you become what's called an icon agent. Guess what happens when you become an icon agent? You get your 16K cap that you pay to the brokerage reimbursed back to you in the form of stock, which is vested over time, so you can liquidate it as it grows. Guys, it's life-changing. So this is what I want to say to you. Moving brokerages is a big deal. It's not easy. It's emotionally stressful, can be financially stressful, but I want you to think about where you are right now in your business. Do you have ownership in your business? Does your brokerage offer you a passive income element? And do you have a family that you want to take care of for the long term by not doing extra of anything else other than what you already do? If you say yes to that, then you need to be over here at eXp Realty. So I'm going to put in this caption down below here a way to schedule a call with me just to talk. I promise you I'm not going to pressure you. I promise you I'm not going to try to persuade you. We can run the numbers. We can look at your business and see if it's a smart move. But for me and my family, it has been life-changing. eXp Realty saved our financial career, and I'm so thankful for this brokerage.